Hey everyone, it's Suzanne and I'm back with another video, and this video is my monthly manis for October 2023. I am slightly behind in filming this because my school schedule has just kind of been wacko, but all that is calmed down now, so I'm finally getting around to filming this, which late is better than never. So I do apologize for that. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. If you've been here for a while, I will put a timestamp up somewhere where the manis start so you can skip all this. If you're new, I do rate my manis on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. And all of my ratings are based on either song lyrics or song album titles. And I did this just to kind of be different and because I love music. So I'm going to go over that rating system with you just really quick, just so you'll understand what I'm talking about. So again, I rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is the worst, 5 is the best. If a polish, and it's not really the polish I am rating, because sometimes I love the polish, it's the manicure, because sometimes I'll put together like some combos and I'll think, oh, this might look good, and it doesn't look good. So I'm really rating the manicure, not the polishes. Keep that in mind. So number 1 is the worst, and that is hot dog flavored water. And that gets a rating of that because it is the worst of the worst. And it is an album cover from Limp Bizkit, or an album title from Limp Bizkit. Number 2 is How Could You Do Somebody Like That? And that is a song Boiler by Limp Bizkit. Number 3 is Cause Your Mouth's Writing Checks That Your Ass Can't Cash, which is a song called Full Nelson by Limp Bizkit. Number 4 is that One Day I Will Get You in My Hands and I'll Play With You, which is a song called Play With Me by ICP. And that came about because I always say I want to go play with my polishes, so that was just kind of fitting. And number 5 is Here's What It Looks Like Being the Best, and that is a song called A Cut Above by Avery Watts. So that just kind of gives you a little weird view into my mind, I guess, the things that I think about. So that just kind of gives you the descriptions of the rating. So let's get right into the manicures. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking down at my nail book. In October, I wore 22 manicures with 27 polishes. So let me get to the beginning of the month so we can start. So on the first polish I wore for the month, I wore 1 polish. I wore this polish from, I'm not really used to doing this in this setup yet. I wore this polish from Paint It Pretty polish, and it is Bubbles Bounce, and it is a white acrylic with black flakes. This is really a cute polish. I believe I got this in PPU. Yes, PPU November 20, so it's a year old right now, but I'm just now getting around to wearing it in October. But it is really pretty. It's just a white acrylic with black flakies, really pretty. In my pictures, it's a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I think these are flakies, but they might be glitters. Looking at it, I think they're flakies. I did use clips to remove it, just because it's just so much easier if they were glitters, but I believe they're flakies. This is so cute. They might be glitters though. I can't remember, honestly. I rated this a 4. That One Day I Will Get You in My Hands and I'll Play With You, because I cannot wait to wear this polish again. Super cute polish. So my next manicure, I wore Alisan Fields from Orly, which I know this is like a very common polish that everyone is into. It's really a pruggly polish. In my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy to remove because it's a cream. Sometimes it looked brown and sometimes it looked green. I can see the hype why people like this, because it is a very different polish. My son said it was the ugliest polish he'd ever seen in his mind. In his world, he was like, that's just the ugliest polish I've ever seen. I thought it was cute. I wound up rating it a 4. That One Day I'll Get You in My Hands and I'll Play With You, because it's another polish I can't wait to wear again. So my next manicure, I wore 1 polish by Sweet and Sour Lacquer. It is called A Pleasure for the Tips, and this was in her Salad Fingers Trio. And oh my gosh, this was a good one. In my pictures, I wore a purple blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. The green glow, this is what my notes say, the green glow in this is stunning. You can see it on camera right there. This was so pretty. It was easy removal. This was just a stunning polish. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I wound up rating this a 5. This is what it looks like being the best because I just don't think it gets much better than this polish. Stunning. All of those from that Silent Finger trio were just, they were so good. So good. Okay. So then up, I wore 2 polishes together. I wore this from Maiden, Let's Get Physical, and it's just basically like a really, it's such a pretty blue. I don't know, that's not really a cobalt blue. I don't know, my husband would call it a Kentucky blue because we both were born in Kentucky, and he would call this a UK Kentucky blue. I don't know if it's really a Kentucky blue, but it's just a really pretty blue. And then over top of it, because I wore it like as an undie, I wore this from BCB Lacquers, all the accessories, and it's just like a really pretty blue flaky bomb. This is so pretty. It's got ginormous flakes in it. I don't know if you can see that, but I wore this one as an undie, and I wore this one over top. In my pictures, I wore a regular base coat, 2 coats of Maiden, 2 coats of BCB lacquer, and then a glossy top coat. This is what my notes say. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The glow from the flakes will knock your socks off. That's what it says. This was so glowy and so pretty. I wound up rating this manicure a 5. Here's what it looks like being the best because it's another manicure that, I can't wait to wear that again. That combo together was so good, and it was just knock your socks off. So next up, I wound up wearing a polish from 77 Lacquer, and this is Snow Happens 77 Nail Lacquer. I've never purchased from this brand. I got this in a mystery. It's just a really pretty white, and there's like, I don't know, there's like flakies or something in there. It's hard to see. Hopefully my pictures will show it. They might not. In my pictures, you'll see a white blurring base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. It was pretty easy. It was pretty, very easy to remove. I think I have other whites I like better than this, but I do think I'll probably keep this in my collection for a while, I think. I'm not sure, but I wound up rating it a 4, that one day I'll get you in my hands and I'll play with you because it's a polish I'd like to kind of revisit and see if I keep in my collection because, like I said, I think I have whites in my collection that I like better than that, but I was pretty impressed with it. Like I said, I've never used a 77 nail lacquer, and I was pretty impressed with it. Okay, so next up, I wore 1 polish from Sweet and Sour Lacquer. I Like Rusty Spoons. This is another one that was in that Salad Finger Trios. In my pictures, you will see a blue blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I do have this. Is so pretty. Not sure of the color. Like, I wind up putting that Bluebird blurring base coat because I'd seen pictures of this where it kind of looked more like, I kind of wanted to pull the blue more from it, and it kind of looked sheer in some pictures. I think it turned out pretty. I wound up rating this a 4, that one day I'll get you in my hands and I'll play with you because I can't wait to wear it. It wasn't my favorite of the Salad Finger Trios, but all of the ones that were in the Salad Finger Trios were stunning. It would definitely be polishes I recommend people purchasing from Sweet and Sour Lacquer because the glow in them, it was a good glow. So next up, I wore, let's see, just 1 polish. Okay, I just wore 1 polish from Bee's Knees, As Above, So Below, and this is just a really deep, really pretty, like purple with some hollow in it. It's really pretty. In my pictures, I used a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I have it was pretty. It was easy removal. I wound up rating this a 3 because one day, I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash because it was on the borderline. It wasn't my favorite. I am excited to wear it again, but I don't think it quite made a 4, but it was very, very pretty. Next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this one from OPI, and this is Achievement Unlocked, and it's just a pretty, like, really pretty, like, lilac cream polish. Very pretty. And then I wore this from Bee's Knees, and this is Monsters Can Be Created But Never Tamed, and it is just a really lighter purple with the hollow in it, kind of like the other one we just looked at, but just a light version when the other one was darker. I wore these two together. In my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, a glossy top coat. I thought this was pretty. I thought it was cute. It was very easy removal. I wound up writing this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash because it didn't really make the 4 category, but I am excited to wear both of these. They were both beautiful polishes, you know, nothing wrong with them. So next up I wore, let's see, how many polishes did I wear? I wore 2 polishes. I wore this from Geekish Glitter Lacquer, and this is Eye of the Tiger, and I know it's kind of looking weird there. Like it's getting ugly bottle syndrome, but the polish is beautiful. It's just like an olive green cream, really pretty. And then I also wore it with this Different Dimensions Mystery Prototype 356, which is just like some type of like green. Her polishes are so hard to see because she's got writing everywhere, but it's just a really pretty green flaky bomb. So I wind up wearing these together. In my pictures, I wore a regular base coat, 2 coats of Eye of the Tiger, 1 coat of this Different Dimensions Mystery over top of the Eye of the Tiger, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. I didn't really like them together. I think I'm putting this Different Dimensions into the giveaway. I might put this Geekish Glitter one into the giveaway too. I'm not sure if I really loved it, and I'm sure I love the formula of these creams from Geekish Glitter. I got a few of these in a mystery, and they're really nice formulas, but I'm not sure if I love this color, and I'm not sure if I have something like that, but this one's definitely going in the giveaway. This one I'm undecided. I wind up rating them a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because they just, you know, just weren't my favorite together. But beautiful polishes nonetheless. So next up, I wore 1 polish. I wore this polish from Sally Hansen, and this is Up to Snuff, and this was their Sesame Street line, and this was the one that represents Snuffleupagus, if you can see that. In my pictures, I put a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. It's a really good creamy formula. But I am putting this in the giveaway. I just didn't like this color, the way it looked on my nails. I didn't really care for the coloring on my nails, just me personally. So just not for me. I wound up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water because I just didn't like the coloring on me. But the formula is really nice. Those polishes in this Sally Hansen Insta Dry line, they are really creamy and really, really nice. I know they've gotten quite a bit of price built up to them. You know, they've gotten quite pricey over the years, but when they weren't so pricey, they were definitely worth it. And I think that, if I believe so, I don't buy a whole lot of Sally Hansen anymore, but I believe that's like one of her cheaper lines. But at least I can't speak for the other finishes in that line because I don't own a whole lot of them, but the cream formulas in that line are very, very nice. Just not the coloring for me. So next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this from Orly, and this is Gotta Bounce, and this is just a really weird, on camera it's looking kind of purpley, but it is purpley. It's like a dusty purple, maybe, I guess is how, like a grade purpley, but like a darker purpley. I don't know. I'm sounding more ridiculous by the moment while I try to describe it, but it is really pretty, and it's different. I got it at, what do you call it, TJ Maxx, which, if you don't know, if you're ever have a TJ Maxx by you, they have like Orly's, they have OPIs, they have quite a few Orly's and OPIs, at least at my TJ Maxx. I know other people will have like Loud Lacquer or Lights Lacquer. I'm not sure. Mine's mainly just OPIs and Orly's, but you can find good prices on these. And I wore this with Bee's Knees, and this is, how many lives does this guy have? Which is just like another one of those kind of shattered hollow formulas. I believe that's what I would call it, and it's kind of like a purplish blue color. I wore these 2 together. In my pictures, I wore a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. This was very cute, very pretty. I wound up rating this a 5. This is what it looks like being the best, because I do remember this manicure being very, very beautiful, stunning. Can't wait to wear those again. So for my next manicure, I wore 1 polish. I wore this from Bluebird Lacquer, and it is Witchful Thinking. This came out in her Halloween Advent last year, and I just haven't worn it yet. In my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, a glossy top coat. This is just a really pretty orange shattered hollow, really, really pretty. And Bluebird makes these amazing shattered hollow formulas. They're just so good. I do have that it was easy removal. It had a little slight scrubbing to it, but not bad. I wound up rating this a 4 because one day I'll get you in my hands and I'll play with you because I can't wait to wear that polish again. So next up, I wore one polish. This is the last one from the Salad Finger Trio. This is Sweet and Sour Lacquer. I wonder what you taste like. This is, look at that glow. This is these salad fingers. I know I've said it, but they are just stunning. In my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I do have down in my notes, I wish I would have used a color blurring base coat, but I forgot to get it, and I had already satin down. That's how I say it. I've already sat down to paint my nails, and I was not getting up because I'd already started my base coat when I realized, oh my gosh, I should have got the color blurring base coat for this one because these are kind of like a little bit on the sheer. They're not sheer, but they're more sheer. I guess they can be considered sheer. They're more sheerer than other polishes. So I like the blurring base coats with these, but I didn't get it. So I just had to deal with it. But I do have that in my notes. This one was amazing. So pretty. You can see that glow. I mean, you can see it. That is stunning. I wound up rating this a 5. That this is what it looks like being the best because this is, it is good. Like I said, all of those are good. It was easy removal. So pretty. So pretty. Okay. So next up, I wore another polish from Sweet and Sour Lacquer. I wore this one, What Are You Doing in My Swamp? And in my pictures, you'll see a color blurring base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is kind of like a green to gold shimmer. This was a PPU July, but I wound up getting this, it came out before July. I wound up getting this in Rewind. This was her Rewind one that she brought back to, I'm not sure if this is the one she brought back to PPU or she brought back to her site. I think it was her site, but anyway, I wound up getting this during Rewind. This was easy removal. Not sure how I feel about this one. The glow was in, this is what my notes say. The glow was insane, but I didn't like it when it was gold. I liked it more greenish, and I loved it when it was greenish. But I did wear a green blurring base coat with it. I don't know if I have like a lighter green that I could wear as an undie to make that green come out more because like I said, I didn't really love it when it was gold, but I loved it when it was green. I'm going to keep this and play around with this. I wind up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash because I would think I would love this. And I would if I could pull that green, but I'm not a gold person. So when it was pulled gold, it was kind of like, ugh, my hair. Okay. So next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore Onyx by LA Colors, and this is just a black cream that you can get at Walmart. These LA Colors, I mean, they're nice formulas for the price. Can't beat them. I think they're $1 or $2, but just a basic black cream. And then I also wore this Truffle Shuffle from Heather's Hues, and I don't know. It's like a black or greenish base, and it has all these different flakies in it that are like magenta, gold, green. I don't know. It's really pretty in the bottle. But I wound up wearing this as like an undie because when I put this on a swatch stick by itself, it's really, really sheer, and I didn't want it to be sheer. So I used the black to kind of pull it out. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of Onyx, 1 coat, oops, let me see, yeah, 2 coats of, in my pictures, you'll see regular base coat, 2 coats of Onyx, 1 coat of the Heather Hughes Truffle Shuffle, and a glossy top coat. There was a slight scrubbing when removing it. Not sure if I like the Truffle Shuffle, this one, because it was very sheer and it needs an undie to be worn with it, in my opinion. I think I'm going to put this one in the giveaway. I wound up rating this a manicure, a 1 hot dog flavored water, because I just didn't care for it. Not for me. But I wanted to love that Truffle Shuffle so much, but I don't know. I just didn't. Okay, next up, this was a Sweet and Sour month. I wore another polish from Sweet and Sour. I wore this one. I like it when the red water comes out. And this was another one I picked up in Rewind. Like I said, I think this one was actually on the PPU Rewind. And I couldn't pass this up because I passed it up the first time. It was on my wish list, but I wound up passing it up. But then people talked about it. See that glow in there? That is so pretty, that red glow. In my pictures, I have a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This glow is stunning. Easy removal is what I say. Stunning. I understand the hype, why people just were like, you had to get this. When I watched, people's rewind videos, you had to get this. There is a brown to green to red shimmer. So pretty. I wind up rating this a 5. That's what it looks like being the best, because you cannot beat that glow. Look at that. Whew. That's a good one. That is stunning. I can't wait to wear that one again. So next up, I wore one polish from Orly, and this is, I'm sure I'm not saying this right, Cesse Niche Pas Blanc. I'm not sure how you say that, but in my pictures, I wore a blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. Easy removal. This is pretty. It's like a white cream, and it has like maybe a touch of like taupe in it, like just a little teeny, it kind of leans like a little whitish taupe. Very, very pretty. I wound up rating this a 4. That one day I'll get you in my hands and I'll play with you, because I can't wait to wear that one again. So next up, I wore, I don't see that one. I am not sure where that one went. You know what? I know where it is. I'll put a picture up here. I don't have the polish. I wound up putting it in my giveaway, and I already put it in my giveaway. That's why it's not here. Okay, so next up, I wound up wearing a polish from Different Dimensions, Mystery Prototype 352. In my pictures, you will see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, a glitter grabber, and a glossy top coat. This was kind of thick to begin with. Like, I bought this new, and it was already kind of thick. I did use clips to remove it. It was super messy removing it. I'm putting this in a giveaway. I wound up rating it too. How could you do somebody like that? I can't remember what this polish looks like, but because I don't have it in front of me, because I already put it into my giveaway area. So I apologize for that, but I do have pictures of it, and you will be able to see it. So at this point, I did finish my fall rack. I completely finished all of my fall rack. So that was good. Or is this it? I apologize. I might have the polish here. I do. This is the polish I was just talking about. But for some reason, I was thinking it was a different polish, but I did have this in front of me. I'm such a dingbat sometimes. But anyway, this is a white Crelly with like black and kind of looks like Halloween, black and orange glitters in there. So I am putting this one in the giveaway. Again, I apologize for that. I was thinking it was a different polish because I wore several of these different dimensions around this time period. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, scrap that. But anyway, at this point, I did finish my fall rack, which was like, yay, I wore everything on my fall rack. So these are all just polishes I just picked at random. So the next one I wore was from, here it is. Now I've got my whole little system messed up because I got confused about that polish, but I think we're back now. So next up, I have one from Polish, and this is Fright Club, and this is like, I don't even know what color to describe this as, like a seafoam or a sea green, seafoam blue or a sea green, seafoam green, I don't know. In my pictures, you'll see a blue blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal, pretty glow, but just a weird base color. This is just a really weird color. I don't even know how you would describe it. I'm putting this in the giveaway. I wound up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water because the coloring was just not for me. Like I said, it was just a really weird base color, and I couldn't get over it. So not for me. So next up, I wore one from Swamp Gloss, and this is Front Street, and I'm pretty sure this was like one of her charity mystery polishes, and it's kind of like a gray, like hollow or something. I don't know. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is what my notes say. This has some type of glitters in it, so there was a slight scrubbing, but not too bad. I'm not sure if I like this or not, so I'm just going to put it in the giveaway because I'm not sure if I really liked it. It kind of started to grow on me after a while, but it was like, I don't love it, so I should just get rid of it. I wound up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash because it was just not my favorite. So I'm just, like I said, going to put it in the giveaway and just give it to someone who will, love it the way it deserves to be loved. So next up, I wore a polish. This is a good one from Red Eyed Lacquer, and this is the Blair Witch. And this is a purple with like these pinkish glowy flakes and black flakies in it. In my pictures, I have on a purple blurring base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. My notes say that the pink glowy flakes in this polish made this so stunning. I don't know if I can catch them on camera here, kind of like right there. On your nails, though, you would look down and you would see those pink flakes and you would be like, who is she? She is a glowy girl is what she was. This was stunning, stunning, stunning. I wound up rating this a 5. This is what it looks like being the best because that one was a stunner. And then the last polish I wore for the month was from Polish for Days, and this is Interstellar. And this just came out August of PPU, and I was dying to wear this. It's like a navy base color, a navy blue base color with all these different really beautiful flakies, and I think it's got a tad bit of reflective glitter in there. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I wind up rating this, I'm putting this in the giveaway, I wind up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water because it just was not for me. And I don't know if you all are like me, but when you buy a polish, like, it's always, it's not really upsetting, but it's always like, oh man, that sucks. I spent the money on this polish and I don't like it. But whenever I get a polish from PPU that I don't like, or HHC, it's a little bit more upsetting just because I know that there was probably several other beautiful polishes on my wish list, and this one vetoed those out and made the cut, and then I get it and I don't like it. So it's like, oh my gosh, I could have had a polish that I probably really loved, and I picked this polish thinking I would love it, and I didn't. But I don't know. You can judge from my pictures, but like I said, I wound up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water. I'm putting this in the giveaway. I don't know, just not for me, and I just didn't love it. But I think it had the potential to be a pretty polish, and I've seen people swatch pictures and it looks beautiful on them. Just on me, I just didn't love it. So hopefully, again, that's another polish that can go somewhere and someone can, take it and love it and put it in their collection, and it will find its forever home and be loved, till it's used up or the remainder of its life. But those are all the polishes I wore this month. Comment down below if you had any standout manicures for the month of October. Like I said, I apologize. This video is coming at you late. It might come out on Thanksgiving. Kind of like, should I put it out on Thanksgiving? But then I think if people don't celebrate, I don't know, at least they'll have something to watch. Maybe, I don't know. But if it is Thanksgiving, I want to wish, which I believe it will be if I get this edited in time, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, my heart is with you. I understand this time of year can be very difficult, especially if you've lost family members or you're kind of struggling and you're alone. Take care of your mental health. That is like super important. Seek out help if you need it. But I do hope everyone has a great day. Hopefully you don't, even if you don't celebrate, hopefully you are at least off work so you can kind of lounge and relax. I do kind of celebrate Thanksgiving. It's not super big. It's not like a giant holiday in my family, but we do kind of celebrate a little bit. And me and my son are really big into football, so we're looking forward to it because it's football day. So that's exciting at my house because we love football. But I do hope everyone has a good holiday. Or like I said, if you don't celebrate, I totally understand. Take care of yourself. You are your number one priority, not everyone else. If you're stressed about cooking and doing all that stuff, just take time for yourself. And if you're stressed about being alone, hopefully you can find someone to reach out to and talk to. I know I don't live by any of y'all, but y'all are always free to email me, which is in the description, and I do message back. and I would be glad to chit chat with anyone who is going through anything and they need, just a little bit more support. But I do appreciate all my followers who follow. I appreciate everyone who subscribes. I appreciate everyone who watches this channel and these videos, because I know I'm not the best YouTuber and I know I'm kind of a little wacky, but I do appreciate everyone. I hope everyone has a great day. Remember, keep polishing. Bye.